When MEC Ramokgopa was appointed, she brought with her a sense of renewed hope, a belief that perhaps, finally, this critical department would turn a corner. But, Speaker, hope is not enough. Despite the MEC's promises, the department has not delivered, but has regressed even further, leaving the very communities who believed in that hope feeling abandoned and betrayed. This annual report reveals farmers left without tools, youth denied access to land, communities left hungry, and opportunities wasted because the department is unable to fulfill its most basic responsibilities. Out of 3 programs, the Critical Agriculture and Rural Development Program is identified as the single worst performing program. Nowhere is this clearer than in the infrastructure delivery, where 0 out of 50 projects were delivered, indicative of a total collapse. Not one of the 50 planned agricultural infrastructure projects was delivered. No fencing, no irrigation, no tunnels, no mechanisation upgrades. 0, 0, and I can think of a different word for 0. 50 communities were promised infrastructure, 50 projects, and 50 broken promises. Without these projects, farmers cannot expand, cannot compete, and cannot feed their communities. Farmer development has also stagnated. The flagship commercialisation program, intended to uplift smallholder farmers into real economic participation, has not produced a single commercially elevated farmer. Again, just 0 out of 20 targets. In terms of youth land allocation, again, 0. Despite promises, despite policy commitments, despite desperate need, the department delivered 0% land allocated to youth. And with youth unemployment above 45%, this is not a bureaucratic oversight, but a broken promise to the next generation. Land rehabilitation, essential for climate resilience, performed no better, with only 13% achieved, and out of 1,450 hectares planned for rehabilitation, only 190 hectares were completed. This means less arable land means less food, less resilience, and fewer farmers surviving climate shocks, and exposing Gauteng to long-term soil degradation and weakening our future production capacity. Equally alarming, Speaker, is the continued underutilisation of conditional grants with only 65% spent. Money which is meant for farmers, equipment, and food security was not spent. Why? Business plans were late. Projects were blocked without backup plans. Procurement collapsed. Internal controls failed. This is not only a funding challenge, but a leadership crisis. And the Auditor General confirms this. For the 4th consecutive year, this department receives an unqualified with findings. The same governance failures repeated annually. Weak procurement, contract mismanagement, slow payments, irregular expenditure, and a lack of accountability. The annual report also warns about vulnerabilities in veterinary services with rising foot and mouth risks.
Okay, you have exhausted even